right, this is Margaret Schlachter here with Mud Run Guide. I am with the one and only Jesse Fulton. He is the owner and founder of 365 Sports in Canada, and it's got a pretty big announcement today. You are bringing 5K Foam Fest back to the U.S.
We are, and we're excited about it too.
So tell me a little bit about your relationship with 5K Foam Fest. I mean, it was here in the U.S., and you guys have had it in Canada for a while, so how did that all work out?
So we essentially were, we licensed the event from Roundhouse Racing and committed to putting on 6 to 12 stops year one and then grow the Canadian market and have it exclusively up here. Everything was working out pretty well, and then the U.S. guys shut down, right? So the PR surrounding that was pretty detrimental to the first year of our event, and also we didn't get a lot of the assets that we were looking, basically like a month before your first event, your partners in the States or the licensors, they go out of business. So when they went out of business, they were kind of like, oh, we're out of business, but Canada's still running, so here's their email address and phone number. So we got like 18,000 very angry phone calls and emails. We're like, not the same company, completely different country, completely different organization. So
so for those that don't know about 365 Sports that well, you guys put on a ton of different events, including your partner with the production of OCR World Championships. So can you talk a little bit about the events that you have put on in the past and the events that you do put on in Canada?
Yeah, like historically we started as Action Sports. We put on Sony Snow Crown, which is one of the biggest ski and snowboard festivals in Canada, if not the world. We put on Gromination for little kids. We put on, skateboarding events. We do lots of marketing activations, experiential marketing for clients, things like that. Fabrication, we'll build it. It was only when we were approached by the guys in the States to potentially bring on 5K Foam Fest to Canada, because they had heard that we put on really good events. So they're like, if there's a company up there that can do it, let's talk to these guys. So we jumped in and bought the rights, and that was kind of our introduction to fun running, obstacle running, the OCR world. And, through that, we garnished some very quick respect within the industry because of the quality of events that we put on. We look at it as like, the long dollar, not the quick buck. And customers' experience is like the most important thing, right? So 5K Foam Fest, even after the bad PR and a really tough first year for us, grew to 12 stops and then to 14 stops. And now with the United States, we'll be growing up to upwards of 20 stops. So we've had, good course there. We also operate Urban Slide for Canada. We did 6 successful stops of that this year. We're doing the Beat the Blurch Marathon in Australia for Matthew Inman for the Oatmeal. We're the production company, and we're the guys who put on the OCR World Championships for Adrian Viginata, which I heard got good reviews, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no, I think everybody's still talking about that. I just saw actually online the other day, somebody even did their Christmas or their holiday lights to the song of the video that we put out after one of the days, and it's got the logo and everything. So but I want to talk just a little bit about 5K Foam Fest. Now, I did it when it was in the U.S., and I had a blast at it. I did it one of the earlier ones here in Salt Lake City, and actually did it with my two nephews and a niece. We all ran it together, and my to-be sister-in-law. So we had an awesome time. For those that have never heard of 5K Foam Fest before, how do you describe it to somebody? Because it's part obstacle race, part fun run. It's a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything, and our whole slogan is walk it, run it, charge it, fun it. So it's not specific to a certain type of athlete or athletic build, or you don't have to be in great shape to do it. You can be as well. People that really want the fitness come and they'll do a couple laps of it, and then we have all shapes and sizes, and we wanted to make it basically you've got your mud. You've got your foam. We increased the foam significantly. So now we're up to 2.5 million cubic feet of foam, which is just over double what they had before in the States. We've added a ton of new obstacles, a ton of fun stuff, and we changed the age so 8 and up can run it, right? So, like if you're, an older athlete and you're a dad and you're going to the Spartan races and you're doing the world championships and you're doing, Savage Race, Tough Mudder, whatever, this is an opportunity to just go out for something fun with either, your girlfriend, your wife, or vice versa, kids, grandkids, whatever, right? We've had kids as young as 8 up to 91 run it. There was a gentleman who ran it with his son for his birthday, and he was 91 years old.
Wow.
A few hours, but it's still it's a great experience, and the price is right. We give away tons of stuff. We shifted away from the T-shirt, so now you get a killer beach towel, ice cream, the water, the tattoos, the whole kit and caboodle. And the only thing is it's not timed. It's not a timed run, so it's a go at your own pace event. And the response that we have is obviously based on Mud Run, huge, because 3 years into it, we're the most reviewed top event in your review section. So we've got to be doing something right. So that's kind of what it is. Lots of mud, lots of foam. The world's biggest inflatable water slide. You got a bunch of those, and yeah, just and we've really pumped out the music throughout the course and things like that. So yeah, we kind of like fine tuned it a little bit.
Well, excellent. I know that you're really busy. You are always on the run. So everybody check out the 5K Foam Fest. The Canadian and the U.S. schedule are now on Mud Run Guide. So check those out and find a 5K Foam Fest near you. Yeah. And before you go, Jesse, if you had to give one reason to come back to 5K Foam Fest for someone that had maybe not the best thing when it was here in the U.S. before, what's the one thing that you would tell somebody to come back and do it?
It's not going to be like anything you ever experienced in the past, and based on what people say, you can see it for yourself or you can read the reviews. But also, I know that there was a lot of people out there who didn't get refunded from the company before. So our whole stance, even though it has nothing to do with us, and we were on the short end of that stick as well, but if you paid to come to one of these runs down in the States, we'll honor that for you, because that's kind of our nature. It's our Canadian way, but it's also, our partners in the States who are helping us with this event, it's their way too. So we all decided if you paid for that, even though it's not our gig, we'll honor that registration so you can come out, because we know if you do it once, you'll be back again.
Well, excellent. Thanks, Jesse, so much. And that is such a great thing that you guys are doing, honoring those past registrations for the people that unfortunately stuff happened. So, yeah. So thanks so much, Jesse, and I appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot. See you, OCR World.